Usually what I try to do is write songs that are about real life, and then they affect people, and then people feel like, oh my gosh, maybe I felt like I experienced that or something like that, and hopefully they'll be moved by it. But on this particular song, I wrote the song, and then I got moved by a letter that a family who came to my show gave me, and it just absolutely floored me. And I read the letter before I walked on stage. Normally I don't. Normally I just leave that back there, and after the show I'll look at it, but I had some time, so I read the letter. And my legs were about to buckle when I came out to come out and do the song. So I'll tell you about it after I sing the song. But it was a great experience for me. And this is a sweet song. I'm really glad I wrote it. When I talk about songs like, hey, I really like this one, and it's really not me going, hey, good job, Schultz. Because the songs that I work the hardest on, you've never heard before, because it's all me working as hard as I can. The best songs are when God just drops them on my lap. And I see them as a gift, and every time a song like I Am, or He's My Son, or Remember Me, or one of those songs happens, I just have tears in my eyes. I look up and go, God, thanks for dropping me another one. I really appreciate it. And I really mean it too, because they're really gifts, and they move people, and if they move people, it didn't come from me. When I craft them really well and I feel like they're really great, they don't make the record because they don't do much. So I don't mind saying it's a great song because I know who wrote it. It wasn't me. So but here's the thing. It's about a little girl who I love this song because of the message. I can't say it because I just have to play it. Anyway, 5 months, 8 days, my wife and I are waiting, getting ready for our baby girl. When we called, the doctor said, I need to see you, and could you come in soon? And something died inside me to say with him and here. Tessa said our baby may not live to be here. And turning to my wife, he said, what do you want to do? And she said, So after that song, I have to tell you that this family had written me a note, and this note, yeah. So. Do we need to review the rules? You want a picture? Oh, you just took a picture. Okay. Wait, what? Oh, you were trying to. That didn't work very well. Well, you and I can get one later. So this family, this is the note that they wrote to me. They had come to the concert the year before, and they heard that song, and they were like, we want to do more. So they went home, and they prayed about it, and so they called their local hospital, and they said, hey, if you have a child who's not going to live very long, and doesn't have a family, and it's just kind of given up, they've given up on the child, will you just give us a call? And they thought, never dreamed that they would call. And 3 months later, they got a call. And so the family, 3 daughters and a son, and a mom and dad jumped in their minivan, and they head to the hospital. And they pick up this nameless baby that's supposed to live for 2 weeks. And this baby didn't have a name when they got to the hospital. But by the time she got home, her name was Emma Lynn. And she was a sister. And I love this letter. Miss Emma Lynn lived with us until September 27th, which ended up being like 5 months. My prayer for Emma Lynn was that she would be known, she would be loved, and she would be missed. God answered abundantly above all we could ask or think. I love this next line. Our baby girl lived until she died. The night she flew away to heaven, it came as a surprise to see her fade so quickly. But I'm so thankful that she didn't linger and waste away for weeks. She died, snuggled inside my bathrobe, her cheek against my heart. No fear, no struggle. She slipped away from me and into the arms of God. I love, as an adoptive kid, I love our baby girl. And she passed away, snuggled inside my bathroom with her head on my heart. And so I read that before I walked out on stage. I did the show. And I didn't do the song. I couldn't do it. And I walked off the stage, and the family was waiting for me outside the door. And they had a little daughter that was in grade school. And she said, hey, you didn't play her song. And I said, I'm so sorry. I just didn't feel like I could. She goes, so people they were leaving the church, and we came back in, and I started to play again, and everybody stopped, and they came back, and they sat down. So I started playing the song, and here's what I love. If you would have told me that this is just a random girl they picked up at the hospital that had no name, it just didn't mean anything to them. When I was playing that song, I started playing the song, the oldest one, puts her arms around the youngest one, and she's just holding on to her. And I looked over there, I got choked up. She goes, she loved her sister. And so I'm singing the song, and I get to the first verse and first chorus, and man, I'm a mess. And then I get to the second verse and the second chorus, and I get ready to go into the bridge and everything, and I feel a hand reach up and grab my hand on the keyboard. She stops me, the littlest one. She goes, we don't play the third verse. And it caught me off guard, and she said, our little sister didn't get a third verse, so we just don't sing that one. And it just broke my heart. And so that's the reason behind riding my bike across the country to raise money for orphans and widows, and then doing the instrumental CD, and then doing the book, which all the money goes to orphans around the world. And I thought, you know what? We as the church have an obligation of helping kids have a third verse. A lot of kids' third verse are not very good. Not just because they're sick, but maybe because they don't have any food. Maybe they don't have any love. Maybe they don't know who Christ is at all. And I think our job as a church, it even says, true religion is taking care of widows and orphans. And I think our job in the church maybe is to give these kids a better third verse than they're going to get. And so tonight there's a Food for the Hungry sponsorship, and it's out there. There's a Food for the Hungry table out by the merchandise table. And you can stop in there and sign up, and it's $35 a month. And it goes to give kids spiritual help. It goes to give them help them with school. And it goes to help them get food. And it's one of the greatest things we get to be a part of. So I'm thrilled that this Christmas season we get to be a part of it. And for tonight, if you sign up with a credit card or whatever, my book that just came out today, thrown in for free. So I love that. You can buy it at the table if you want, or you can just get it for free if you sign up.